Welcome to Creepy, the best horror storyteller on YouTube.
Olivia was a young woman living a normal life. She had a good job, a loving family, and close friends. One night, Olivia was driving home from work when she saw something strange. There were two children standing on the side of the road, but they weren't ordinary children. They had solid black eyes, and they were staring directly at Olivia. Olivia felt a chill run down her spine. She had never seen anything like it before. She quickly drove past the children, but she couldn't stop thinking about them. She couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. When Olivia got home, she checked all the locks and windows on her house. She even checked under her bed and in her closet, but everything was secure. Olivia tried to relax, but she couldn't stop thinking about the black-eyed children. She felt like they were watching her. Olivia went to bed, but she couldn't sleep. She kept hearing strange noises coming from downstairs. She tried to ignore them, but the noises only got louder. Olivia finally got up and went to investigate. Olivia crept downstairs, her heart pounding in her chest. She slowly opened the door to the living room. The room was dark, but Olivia could see two figures standing in the shadows. "Hello?" Olivia said hesitantly. The two figures stepped forward into the light. They were the black-eyed children. "We want you to let us in," one of the children said. Olivia's blood ran cold. She knew she shouldn't let them in, but she couldn't help but feel drawn to them. "Why?" Olivia asked. "We need to talk to you," the other child said. Olivia took a deep breath. "Okay," she said. "You can come in." The black-eyed children walked into Olivia's living room. They sat down on the couch and looked at her with their black, soulless eyes. "What do you want to talk about?" Olivia asked. "We want to tell you about the future," one of the children said. Olivia was skeptical. "How do you know what the future holds?" she asked. "We have our ways," the other child said. The black-eyed children began to tell Olivia about the future. They told her about things that would happen to her, her family, and her friends. Olivia was amazed by the accuracy of their predictions. The black-eyed children told Olivia that she was destined for great things. They told her that she had the power to change the world. Olivia was overwhelmed. She didn't know what to think. "But why me?" she asked. "Because you are special," one of the children said. "You have the potential to do great good." The black-eyed children stood up. "It is time for us to go," one of them said. "But we will be back." The black-eyed children disappeared into the shadows. Olivia was left alone in her living room, still trying to process what had just happened. Olivia didn't know what to do. She was scared, but she was also intrigued. She knew that the black-eyed children were dangerous, but she also knew that they had the power to change her life. Olivia decided to keep the encounter with the black-eyed children a secret. She didn't want anyone to think she was crazy, but Olivia knew that her life would never be the same again. Olivia tried to forget about the black-eyed children, but she couldn't. They kept appearing to her, both at home and in public. She would see them standing on the side of the road or sitting on a bench in the park. They would always be staring at her with their black, soulless eyes. Olivia's friends and family started to worry about her. She became increasingly withdrawn and paranoid. She would often disappear for hours or even days on end, and she would refuse to tell anyone where she had been. One night, Olivia was walking home from a friend's house when she saw the black-eyed children again. This time, they were more aggressive. They blocked her path and told her that she had to come with them. Olivia tried to run, but the black-eyed children were faster. They grabbed her arms and dragged her down a dark alleyway. Olivia screamed for help, but no one could hear her. The black-eyed children dragged Olivia into an abandoned building. They took her to a basement room and locked the door behind them. "What do you want?" Olivia demanded. "We want you to join us," one of the black-eyed children said. "Join you?" Olivia asked. "What do you mean?" "We want you to become one of us," the other black-eyed child said. Olivia shook her head. "No," she said. "I'll never join you." The black-eyed children laughed. "You don't have a choice," one of them said. The black-eyed children began to chant in a strange language. Olivia felt a tingling sensation all over her body. She tried to resist, but it was no use. The black-eyed children's chant grew louder and louder. Olivia felt herself being pulled into a vortex of darkness. She screamed, but no one could hear her. The last thing Olivia remembered was seeing the black-eyed children's faces twisted into evil grins. Olivia woke up in a dark room. She had no idea where she was. She tried to sit up, but her arms and legs were bound. Olivia could hear the black-eyed children chanting in the background. She tried to scream, but her mouth was taped shut. The black-eyed children entered the room. They were carrying a large book and a ceremonial knife. "It is time," one of the black-eyed children said. The black-eyed children placed the book on a table and opened it. They began to chant again, but this time their chant was different. It was more powerful and more menacing. Olivia felt a wave of terror wash over her. She knew that the black-eyed children were about to do something terrible. The black-eyed children stopped chanting and picked up the ceremonial knife. They approached Olivia and held the knife to her throat. "Any last words?" one of the black-eyed children asked. Olivia shook her head. She couldn't speak. The black-eyed children raised the knife and prepared to strike. Suddenly, the door to the room burst open. Olivia's friends and family rushed in. "Olivia!" her mother cried. The black-eyed children turned to face Olivia's friends and family. "You cannot interfere," one of the black-eyed children said. "We will," Olivia's father said. "Let her go." The black-eyed children laughed. "You cannot stop us," one of them said. The black-eyed children raised the knife again, but Olivia's friends and family didn't back down. They stood their ground, protecting Olivia. The black-eyed children hesitated. They had never faced such resistance before. "We will be back," one of the black-eyed children said. The black-eyed children disappeared in a puff of smoke. Olivia's friends and family untied her and helped her to her feet. Olivia was shaken, but she was unharmed. "What happened?" Olivia's mother asked. Olivia told her friends and family everything that had happened. They were horrified, but they were also relieved that she was safe. Olivia's friends and family helped her to get home. They promised to stay with her until she was feeling better. Olivia knew that the black-eyed children would be back. She also knew that she would have to be ready for them. She decided to seek professional help. Olivia found a therapist who specialized in paranormal experiences. The therapist told Olivia that she believed the black-eyed children were demons. The therapist helped Olivia to develop coping mechanisms for dealing with the black-eyed children. Olivia learned how to protect herself from their psychic attacks. She also learned how to banish them if they returned. The black-eyed children continued to appear to Olivia, but she was no longer afraid of them. She knew how to defend herself. Olivia's life was never the same again after her encounter with the black-eyed children, but she learned to live with her new reality. She knew that she was destined for great things, and she was determined to fulfill her destiny.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more similar horror stories.